So your grandfather, he showed me like an army uniform, very specific army, like branch of the military. So I don't know who.
Meaning her husband or her father?
How do you understand that? Would it be her father?
Well, you said your grandfather.
Yeah. If I feel a grandfather, it could be grandpa, could be great grandpa, however you understand that.
I would know my great grandpa, so that would, my grandfather, I mean, I never got to meet, but in Italy, everybody was in the army, so he could be, he could be.
There's a picture that she always kept with her though. And so I don't know if it doesn't, like I said, if it doesn't make sense now, just keep it in the back of your mind.
Yeah, no,
It's almost like she pulls the picture in and she showed me this picture of a military guy and it looked like an army uniform to me.
I mean, it's not her father, but
he's always
not her husband. But she lost her son in the military. Okay. And we have a picture of him all the time.
You do? Okay.
In his uniform.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I don't think the family would ever forget that,
So that your father's brother?
No. My grandmother that you're speaking of, her son, which is my uncle.
Your uncle.
So there's no grandfather, but he's the only military loss and with a picture that everybody has.
So it's weird for me. It's weird for me because she'll show me like, okay, well, it was the brother. Put it that way, right? So she said like the brother's here.
My mother's brother, right?
Right. So they will throw words at me to try to get you to make the connection. So if that means that to you, it's almost like, can you let him know that I'm reconnected with this person in the picture? That'd
be beautiful. Yeah. Because she lost him at a young age. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really think that she just wants you to know, like, I'm fine and I'm with them, and she showed me the military picture and she's like the brother, but that I'm back with him.
That's cool.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah, very good stuff. It makes you
fantastic. I'm surprised my father stopped talking. I was expecting you to go, just
now, can I ask, are they, like, when you say they're talking, and I mean, are we talking about physical forms? What do you,
how do I see them?
Yeah, like I'm not imagining physical forms, obviously, of people walking around going, hey,
right.
Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. How do you see these? I don't know. I don't even know what the question I'm asking, but
I know what you mean. So You're lucky I'm psychic. So,
bingo.
When I was little, right? So when we're really young, we see them very clearly because we don't have logic and judgment and this kind of like veil that comes over us as we age. And so we see them almost as if like, because when I saw my uncle, he looked like my mother walking, like they had the crazy curly, dark hair. And I always thought it was my mom coming into my room. It was so vivid. And then when he would come closer, I'm like, okay, that's not my mother. Then as I got older, it transitioned to what would look like if I wasn't here and somebody said, what does that Tessa girl look like? And you envision me in your head. They come to me as pictures or like movie projections, but then I also hear things. So I'll hear like names or they'll show me symbols. And my job is to really kind of piece it together to deliver that to the person.
I'm thinking about the heart attack when you said the heart. Mm-hmm. My grandfather, who I was named after, passed of a heart attack.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like, and I did say that there was like a grandfather as well who was here. And sometimes because they're both here, I don't know which one is which, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But, cause you guys have kind of you have a lot of stuff going on. Good stuff. Cause they're there with you.
I got a lot
of stuff.
I got a lot of dead people in my family.
Right.
That like to talk.
Right. And I feel like for you, Lou, I would really like to, we need to set up a time to just talk because I feel like your dad has a lot to say. A lot to say that awesome. Yeah. I think it would be better that way. Yeah, you're in trouble.
Oh, I can only imagine with my dad.
No, he's got a lot to say. I feel like we would need more time than this to be able to talk about that. Yeah. So we'll do that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what now? So you now like mediums.
My family's like, yeah, I just got two things. I got a picture of a guy.
Yeah, but you know my dad.
And I think I got a little bit of heartburn. Maybe, tell my son to get the hell out of the house I died in and sell it already.
Oh, God.
Move. We got about 16 hours for you. Your dad's shitting all over you.
Just my dad. He's blocking everybody else out. He's like, no, I got to talk. My dad was
I'll do one for you too. I'll do one for you too.
My family's like, he knows what we mean. He knows we love him. When I died, I told him.
I just hope he just stops clapping.
Just stop laughing and going on these. He dresses up in my bras and underwear. He's got to stop.
I really love that.
He's got to stop.
That's probably what he has to talk about. Like, I don't understand why you got to do that.
Why you dressing like a girl?
Does he talk with an accent when you guys get? I'm kidding.
No, but you know the weird thing is I can tell if they spoke another language, but I understand them. You know what I mean? And I do know some Italian, not enough to, not fluently, but it's weird because they all speak the same language when they come to me, which sounds so kind of, I don't know, corny, but it's true. You know what I mean? They show me symbols and whatever, so it's easy for me to understand. But
yeah,
we'll set something up to where I can actually give you full blown readings.
Oh, I like that.
So
That's
in your job, do you have a lot of people just don't believe? They just.
You know what's funny? This is actually a funny story. There's a lot of skeptics, and I actually love it because I think that people should carry a level of skepticism because there's people who claim to do what I do but are not the real deal. And for that reason, I say always carry a level of skepticism. But for my show, there was a couple times live in literally the casino where people are there because they're with like their wife or they're with somebody else and they don't necessarily want a reading. They don't believe in it. And literally one of the first people I went to was one of those people. And he was like, oh man, like, you know, but then by the end of it, he was in tears and he believed in it. And I find that to be amazing, you know.
Well, even if you don't believe in it, I think you get some kind of, it's a nice little closure. Even if I might not be 100% believing this, but it makes you feel good. You come out of it going, you know what? Even if it's 1% real and I'm 99% that I don't believe it, that 1% made me feel good that she's okay or my whoever came through feels, is better, now or in a good place. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing to want to believe, it's not a bad thing to, there could be worse things.
And there's a lot of people with like a negative view on it because there's people out there who say some really weird, scary things that traumatize people, and then they don't like the term medium and they associate it with negative when in reality the purpose of it is supposed to be positive. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now, and I'm sure with all the reality shows with mediums, and I mean, they're everywhere. Right. Long Island Medium and that Taylor kid or whatever, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
He's all over the. So they're out there. I mean, and it's a nice thing because, like you said, you come out of it feeling better.
Right.
Even if it is about somebody who died, I always see people feeling better when it's done.
I love it when they grab people off the street. I just got to tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, what the hell is
what
wrong
they
with
don't show you is the people who like want nothing to do with it.
Oh yeah.
On those live shows where you approach them and they basically want to punch you for approaching them. I hesitate to do that in public.
Yeah, it's better to be in a safe room where they came to see you.
Right, like padded walls or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. That was cool. That was cool. Like I said before, I didn't want to do it, and mine was more for like, I'm not one of those, like you said, I got the free will, and I don't want something to be put in there to change my thought of maybe what I was going to do that, but now I have this she said or he said this is happening, so I changed my, and I didn't want to do something like that, but with what you were doing, I felt very comfortable.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I am so white.
We're still talking about this.
It's so bad. Like I gotta know.
Do you see any tanning in his future? Does he have
hold on. I gotta channel that.
I'm going to Zoom tan.
Is there $9.99 for a month? Can he get it?
Ridiculous.
But
gotta figure something out for you.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and I thank you guys for joining me tonight and for allowing me to do this. And like I said, we'll set something up where we could do it more privately, and I'll give you guys like full blown readings. I hesitate sometimes to do it, a whole reading on Facebook for somebody that's not.
You don't want us to start crying,
right? I don't want to ruin like the Uncle Louie, image, but we'll set something up for you guys.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you guys have coming up? Is there any events or anything?
Doc?
All right. Is it back?
Nope.
Is it on now?
Nope.
I feel like our live feed doesn't like us tonight. At this point, we could play the rest of the video. What? Not working? Sound off?
I have no idea what is happening. Can you try your mic again?
Yep. No?
At all? to say you are live.
All right. I think we're back. This will be a new stream. I am so sorry, you guys. Tonight has literally been the craziest tech problems or whatever are just, the computer doesn't like us today. But, all right, we're back live. I will be taking your calls still. The call-in number is 716-226-0693. Let me see if we can take a call. We'll see if it works. Hi, you're on A Night with a Medium.
Hi,
Hi, who am I talking to?
it's Lexi.
Oh, hi, Lexi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Do you have a question for me?
I don't really-
Are you there? Okay. So, anyways, in lieu of our crazy tech problems today, what I would like to do is just announce the call-in number one more time. We just had to switch screens, so this will be a totally separate live. I'm going to take a couple calls tonight, and I apologize for it cutting out. I don't know. So anyways, what I'm going to be doing is I had Uncle Louie Variety Show on the last stream, and they're hilarious. I'm also gonna have it posted, the entire interview, on YouTube, and have that separate so you guys can watch the rest of it. What they're gonna be doing is they're having a live show. So what we missed is they're gonna be airing a live show on stage, but via internet, because that's the world now. So look for that full interview on YouTube, and I am gonna start trying to take some more calls. Hi, you're on A Night with a Medium.
Hi,
Hi, who am I talking to and where are you calling from?
Kristen from New York.
Hi, how are you? Do you have a question for me?
Just if I have any messages from the other side.
Are you looking for somebody in specific? Do you have a name for me?
Yes, Aurora.
Aurora. Is this a mother for you? Because I keep getting a very strong mother figure.
No, this is not a mother, but my mother is also passed away.
Your mother has passed too, because that's who I pick up on immediately. And I feel as though somebody's making my stomach hurt. So I don't know if there was issues with the stomach with somebody. There's also another person around you as well. So I want to acknowledge that I feel there's both women present. But I want to say that there's somebody who would have had something to do in the lower, like, abdominal area. It would have affected them down there. And then I feel like it moved upward too, because then I get something in the chest. So who does that make sense for?
I'm not sure with the stomach thing.
I keep wanting to go lower, like something affected them down low. And I keep feeling like this could also have something to do with, like, their ability to eat or their ability to, I don't know, there's some almost like maybe digestive tract. Like there's something that bothers me down there as well. So there's also a male figure. So you have two women and then you have a father figure around you too. It could be grandpa. Who had problems eating or something to do with, like, digestive? Because that's who's sticking out to me.
I'm not really sure.
Okay. So I almost want to talk about too, along with that, because they moved upward. There's something with the chest area as well. I keep feeling like it feels as though there's, like, fluid in the lungs or something that would have affected the lung area, because they make me want to cough. So who would that be?
Well, I have a few people who passed away, and it was more toward the chest area that it affected them.
Because they make me want to cough. So that's who's around you, and I almost feel like I want to talk about they bring up the number 2, so that's either the month of February, the 2nd of the month. So who has the connection to the month of February?
February, my stepmom's birthday is in February. My birthday is also on the 2nd of April.
Okay. So you do have a lot of people here, and I keep getting, I'm like flooded. Okay, I'm like flooded with information right now. I'm like trying to figure out who's who. But you definitely have the connection to February. There's also somebody who I believe something just passed for them, because I keep wanting to go backwards. So I don't know if I'm in, like, July, August for somebody as well, birthday or anniversary.
Okay, yeah, my friend Aurora, her birthday was in July.
Okay, so this is Aurora in July. Okay, now would Aurora have passed quick? Because I just asked her to kind of step forward in front of everybody else. And I feel like she declined fast. Was she sick with something or diagnosed with something late? Because I feel like her decline happened very quickly. She just snapped her fingers at me.
No, she had a bad habit, and it wound up actually being the reason why she passed on. But it was out of the blue, really quick.
It was really quick, just to acknowledge it was, because she snapped her fingers and said this happened quick. And then when they show me an illness that I almost feel like people didn't realize how bad it actually was, because she said it was further along or worse than what people thought it was. And she did say that it happened fast. And I also want to say that she's very apologetic to the way that this happened, because she didn't expect to pass, okay? I do want to say that she is, I do want to say she's okay. They are always okay. They're always at peace, okay? So I just want you to know that she's around you. You have a lot of people. I'm like, I don't know which person to talk to, but you have a big group of people. But know that they're together and they're at peace.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I'm going to take another call. Hi, you're on A Night with a Medium.
Hello.
Hi.
Jessica, this is Gloria Toda.
Hi, Gloria. How are you?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing really well.
Good. I just would like to know if there's any messages from my parents and my brother.
Okay. Do me a favor. Give me your father and your brother's name, because I want to go to a male figure first, and I want to talk about, I don't know if did somebody have like a blood clot or like an aneurysm or something that would have moved or unexpected?
No.
Okay.
My father's name was Frank, and my brother's name was Carlo.
Carlo and Frank. Somebody just showed me what would look like to me like something to do with like an artery or like in the heart or something to do like that, because they said that something happened quick, and literally they showed me something move. And whenever they show me something in like an artery or whatever, it has to do with blockages, aneurysms, things like that. So I don't know how you connect that, or if it's somebody else other than the people that you were bringing up. And then I also get somebody who had something up in the head. I just got like a very dizzy feeling. So I don't know if there was like an Alzheimer's or some sort of dementia that would have affected somebody as well.
My mother did. She was 93 when she passed.
Okay, because she definitely went up to the head, and she made me feel kind of dizzy whenever they do that. That's like a dementia, Alzheimer's. I do want to say that she does acknowledge that they're all together. They're always all together. They're always at peace. I always reiterate this for people. But so there's something about her. Do you have like her dishes? I don't know why she just showed me, like, do you use her dishes and her, like, she shows me like taking stuff from her kitchen and like throwing it into your kitchen. Like, you have her things and you use these things, and it's almost like you'd prefer using that over new things. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, I do have some.
Okay.
Yes.
Because she loves that you use these things. And she's very funny, because she showed me like taking her things and just kind of throwing them into and she's like, here, these are yours now. And so she likes that you keep her alive that way.
Yes.
Was your father, okay. What do you have? Did your father wear something? Why does he show me like a necklace that he would wear, but it seems like a longer one with like a pendant on it or something along those lines?
Yes, a cross.
A cross? Okay.
Yes.
You have that tucked away somewhere? Because he says she keeps it like in a drawer somewhere tucked away for me.
My son's wearing it now.
Your son has it now?
Yes, he's wearing it.
Oh, he is wearing it. Is your son with you?
No, he's married.
Oh, no, I mean, he's not with you right now, you mean?
Yes.
He is. Okay, that's what I meant. I'm like, because he wants to acknowledge the thing that he's wearing. He's very, very much around you guys, but a lot around your son. So I don't know if there's a connection to him. He sees a very strong connection in him, and he says he's a lot like me.
Right.
So know that they're all together and know that they're at peace, okay? But I'm trying to see here.
Do they know about their great-grandchildren? They never met their great-grandchildren.
They always do. They always do. They're around. They watch over. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out. Did your mother also, because she's going back to this idea of you having her things, and I don't know if she went back to like you having her dishes, but why does she show me like china? Like I'm talking like good dishes that are like tucked away somewhere that you don't necessarily use.
That my sister has that.
Your sister has that? Okay. Because she's
Yes.
showing me like these little things, and she's almost asking why they're not. Did she have like an area that she kept them, like a little glass area where you can view them? But they're not anymore. They're tucked away, correct?
Right.
Okay. She's kind of laughing
Correct.
about it. And she's like, they're supposed to be out on display.
Oh. Oh.
But know that they're very much around. They're very much at peace, and they're with you, okay?
Oh, they are. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you so much for all your
I
support.
really
and love.
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
You too.
God
Thank
bless.
you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right. Peter, you there?
Oh, yeah.
Help us tonight.
Oh, what a
Somebody
night.
needs to send help.
No, part of it is, and I mean, I don't want to offer excuses. Quite simply, you've got a new Facebook. We're all getting it. It has certain things that have caused some connectivity problems.
Yeah.
And then we just had that kind of night where we couldn't get Zoom to connect with the comedy show. And we fixed it as best we can. We're going to put the video up, and we're going to... Wow, where'd that come from?
I don't know. We're back.
Right, you don't need a camera for me, Dustin. We don't put me on camera.
We're hiding Peter.
Yeah, I turned off all the lights and everything to hide back here, and it's like, I gotta get him on camera. No, not at all. Anyway, the most important thing is a lot of people commenting back. Something to remind people is make sure you give us a name if there's a message for me from my friend.
Yeah.
That really helps because it allows Tessa to discern if that's who's speaking to her. It could be someone else from your life. Let me just see. Just everybody's been so patient. Thank you. I'll give you Millie Tickle. That's her name. My mom, Anna Rose, and my dad, Conrad. I miss them. And that's Millie Tickle. Her mom is Anna Rose, and her dad is Conrad.
Okay. There's been this woman who's been around me, and I don't know who this belongs to, so if it's not for you, but there's somebody who keeps literally going to the stomach and talking about, like, I don't know if there's something very strongly with the stomach that was happening, and she's been kind of lingering around, so I'm not sure who that's for. And we've gotten a lot of viewers tonight, especially with Uncle Louie Variety Show on earlier and things like that, but I keep wanting to pick up on somebody having to do with the stomach. So if that's for you, I keep feeling like it's a mother who would have passed from something overlooked in the stomach, and I keep feeling like it's some sort of, I don't know if it's a stomach cancer of some sort, but she keeps wanting to chime in. I am going to take this other call here real quick, and then I'm going to come back. Hi, you're on A Night with a Medium.
Hi, this is Donna.
Hi, Donna. How are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Tampa area of Florida.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much for calling. Do you have a question for me?
Oh, yeah. I really would like to get in contact with my dad. He passed away in 2009, and unfortunately, I wasn't around when he passed away, and I couldn't get to his funeral.
Okay.
And a lot of things have just been bothering me for all these years.
Yeah. Can I have his first name?
His first name is in Italian. It's Aniello, but we called him Arnie.
Okay. He keeps referring to you as like his baby. So everybody has a special relationship. So I know that sounds a little general, but he's very, very, you and him have a very special bond. And
Yes.
Was he living with you? Because he just showed, like, whenever Spirit shows me opening the door and them walking in, it's almost like they either lived with you or you opened your door to him at some point in order to care for him.
Yeah, I actually went to take care of my mom when she was dying in their house.
Okay.
And then I wanted him to live with me, but then he had decided to live with my sister instead.
Did he not actually tell anybody? Who didn't tell you guys how bad it was? Or he kept things quiet because he didn't want anybody to really know what was going on? Do you understand that? Like, he wanted to maintain this very strong, everything's fine kind of thing going on. And then I almost feel like that would have led to things declining in a way that maybe you feel could have been taken care of. But he wants you to know that that's how he wanted it. He didn't want anything further, like any other treatment. So whatever goes on in your head about we could have done something else for him, he wants you to let that go.
Okay.
Okay, because he says I'm fine, and it's almost like he didn't want to have to, he really didn't want to worry anybody.
No, I
He's
know.
a very,
he was
very
always a
strong,
person.
very strong person. And
Yeah.
what's with like tomato plants? Do you have his tomato plants?
No, my dad never grew any vegetables at all.
Who
My
did?
grandpa, his dad,
Because he just
and
showed
my
me.
grandma.
Okay, because you have a
That's
couple.
funny,
You
'cause
do
I-
have a few other people here with you.
Okay.
So know that
Yeah.
they're bringing up like a line of tomato plants, but I almost feel like somebody else would have had to take care of them afterwards. So I don't know who took care of the tomato plants or how you understand that, because this is how they're identifying themselves.
All right. I don't know, truthfully, to tell you. The tomato plants, the only I could get would be my grandparents that lived in New York when I was young, but they died a long time ago. Maybe he's trying to tell me, that they're all together.
It very well could be. However you understand that, because he's talking about it like constantly taking care of the garden and the tomato plants and things like that. I always tell everybody this. I want you to know that they are together. That's, I remind everybody once we pass, we do meet up with everybody and they are at peace. So know that. And
My brother at 45 years old, too.
say that one more time.
I said I lost a brother also. My brother died at 45. I don't know if he's coming through it all.
Okay. Did somebody pass in an accident? Why do I keep hearing an accident of some sort?
No.
Okay. There's something to do with the accident, or there's a sense that whoever this person was, either, again, I'm going to say that it almost wants to repeat, like something was either overlooked or not caught in time, and then I feel like they collapsed.
My brother passed away because of juvenile diabetes, and eventually it damaged all his organs in his body, his kidneys first, of course, but not an accident of any kind.
Okay, because somebody collapsed.
My brother it collapsed.
Yeah, I keep feeling somebody who literally just collapsed. And I don't know if something happened at home, they fell at home. They're very specific about this. Something happened at home and it would have led to them having to go to the hospital.
Yeah, no, that's, as I said, I wasn't there when my father passed or when he was real sick and actually was kept from me, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I don't know that.
Okay. Well, know that they are all together and they're okay.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, there's a fly here. All right. Okay, Peter. Did somebody pass in an accident? All right. There's a lot of things happening here with my phone and whatever, so I think we might have to cut short tonight. And
I agree.
Yeah, because I have no idea. I apologize so much, that whatever's happening with technology, maybe we could do it a different night. Maybe we could come back on, Peter, and just do a bunch of readings at some point.
That would be, you did that, I think, once before where you did an entire show of readings.
Yeah.
I think it's fair. We really do have some wonderful, wonderful people here.
Yeah.
And like when I look at the comments, we're up to 45 comments on this renewed feed we did. I still can't watch the video on Facebook, but I can on, and of course I'm watching on studio monitors, but
Right.
I noticed, and we only have 4 people on YouTube, but YouTube is probably the most reliable platform. So really encourage you to look into it. You just have to subscribe. It costs you nothing, and then it makes it a lot easier. We monitor both both feeds. But
Yeah, and I think going forward, we're probably going to try to transition to just YouTube, maybe.
Yeah.
Just because I feel bad. We got cut off, but what are you going to do? It's technology, right?
Right.
Things happen. I appreciate everybody for tuning back in. I appreciate all your comments and support. And so what I'm going to do is, if you follow my page and you watch, we're going to just do another day, and then maybe in the next coming days, whenever Peter's going to let me into the studio.
yeah, you want to take
And we'll
that
just-
call? You want to take that call, or you want to just kind of end it now?
I think we're just going to end it. Yeah.
All
Up on people, and I don't want it to
Right.
get interrupted anymore.
Well,
So-
look for a surprise announcement that will be here, and maybe we can elongate it and make it really worthwhile for everyone. And we'll do our best.
Yeah.
All right, Dustin, you
All
can
right.
run that closing video now.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you to Dustin, who filled in for Cole tonight. That's it's a tough job in this thing. I don't get time to tell him everything. You know where you're going there, brother. And we've got a closing video, and
Yeah, and then like I said, what I'm going to do is I will, I'll choose a day in the coming days, and I will come back in, and then we will focus an entire segment on just taking your calls and doing readings and kind of making up for it. So thank you guys
Wonderful.
so much for tuning in. Thank
And
you
look
for
for-
calling.
and look for that interview. We'll post it up in
Yeah.
the next 10 minutes.
Yep, I'm going to post up the whole interview with Uncle Louie Variety Show.